Hello, everybody, and welcome to the very 55th episode of Cool Down Timer. My name is Nifu, and with me today I am joined by Zinkle's Artman.
Greetings, Vault Dwellers.
And from the frozen wastelands of Alaska, Mark Hamilton.
I'm very well acquainted with matters mathematical.
So a game came out this week.
No.
But we're going to wait to talk about that because I need to tell Mark something.
That was an audience surrogate right there. I'm sure they're very disappointed.
First, I need to tell you about something, and this thing that I came across. So there was a Nintendo Direct today, and they were talking about...
What's that?
What's a Nintendo Direct?
Yeah.
It's when Nintendo is direct with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they
Well,
they
I
have
wish
like a
they
little
would be a little less frank.
They have every couple months they do this little video thing where they tell you what's up with all the different Nintendo games that are a thing and you know, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So they had one today, and they announced officially the existence in one of their games of a female Link character. It's not Link, but it's a female, basically a female version
Female
of Link.
hero of time.
Okay.
Mark.
Are you about
If
to pose a question to me? An
Yes,
intriguing
I am.
question? Oh, I'm excited.
If you were to create a female Link type character, give me a couple ideas of names that you would go with for it.
Well, first off, I want to say, is this for Hyrule Warriors?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I thought so. That's kind of their non-canon anything goes game. So I'm
Yeah.
not surprised. Female Link. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is Linkette. A little bland and generic, but that was the first thing in my brain. Maybe Liara. No, I've been playing too much Mass Effect. Maybe, you know what? Lola. or wow, there aren't that many L female names. Lily? That just sounds flowery.
Mark.
Lawn? Luann? I'm going to say Luann.
Okay, that your official guess is Luann.
Yep.
Well, Mark, I'm sorry to inform you that you are incorrect, and that the official name for the female Link character in Hyrule Warriors is Linkle.
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 Hey, Linkle. How you doing, Linkle? I want to marry you, Linkle. No, it doesn't work. It's not... You put a lull at the end. That could be anything.
The thing that keeps going through my mind is that doesn't sound like... It just sounds like a stupid name, and it makes me think of, like... Just imagine a crossbreed between Link and Tingle. That is, in my mind, Linkle.
It sounds like a monster from Legends of Zelda. This is a Linkle. You gotta watch out. It sounds anything like a tiny Link. You know, he's just a little Linkle.
It's actually been a while, I think.
Link has a Jewish
when did
grandmother.
Twilight Princess
You
come
gotta
out?
be careful with the little Linkle. Or something.
Yeah,
But-
that's... Yeah.
How could the geniuses that brought us the Wii give us
But too
Linkle?
many muffins.
Well, and the thing is that, I mean, I really like the idea of a female Link type character. I would play the crap out of that character. But it's named Linkle.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter. It's Hyrule Warriors. You can play as that one bug chick from Twilight Princess in there. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Speaking of Twilight Princess, they also announced a Wii U HD remaster of Twilight Princess.
Has it been that long already that we're remastering Twilight Princess?
Apparently. Well, because it was at the end of the GameCube, beginning of the
It just
Wii.
seems like yesterday I had an N64 and was like, man, I wish I could play Twilight Princess, but I don't have a GameCube.
You mean you didn't? But of course, you skip the fact that you had an N64 and had absolutely no interest in playing the best Zelda game of all time that came out before Twilight Princess.
Majora's Mask? Oh. That game. The one with the little potato man and the green hat. Yes, I recall a game. Some kind of Wand Walker or Will Quaker. Something stupid, not worth looking at.
Fallout 4, let's go.
Yes,
Okay.
Fallout 4 happened, and it is a glorious thing.
Fallout 4.
More on this subject after I stop
Fallout
playing
4
it.
is like dubstep because it just dropped.
No, you didn't make that joke. So, Mark, Fallout 4 is really good.
That's what I heard. I do not have it. I probably will not have it because, as I've been explaining to these two in private, my laptop is 6 years old now. It was top of the line 6 years ago, and honestly, back in the day when I was like in high school building desktops and going to Fry's and having fun, like 3 years was the max you could wait till you upgraded. And so I've been very happy that things aren't like that anymore. But it's reached the point where I don't think I could even play Fallout 4 very well. So I'm just watching from afar.
Well, you're missing out because it is a pretty damn good experience.
No, I believe you.
It's like Fallout 3,
Uh-huh.
but
Is
better.
the main story less idiotic?
I'm farther along than he is on the main story, and well, I can't really compare it to Fallout 3 because I got to the water place with Liam Neeson, and then just I don't think I got any farther than that. But
It's a show of digital hands. Who here has actually completed the Fallout 3 main quest?
Me.
That's it. He's the only one because it sucks. But the rest of the game was pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, you've finished the story though, right, Mark?
Fallout 3, no.
Really?
I
was
also
so-
gave up in the water place.
That's the very end.
I know. I got
What?
very close. Nah, I think you might be thinking a little different. I gave up at the point where you finally meet your dad.
yeah,
And you're at the water place, and he's like, go around fixing stuff.
Oh,
yeah, that's what I'm
And I was
talking
like,
about. I met Liam Neeson, and then I was done.
I'll go fight Superman's dad.
so yeah. At the very end, spoilers for a however old game. At the
Seven.
very end, they freaking kill your character off. And when I was playing it, I was like, all right, I'm going to make a new character. I'm going to play Fallout 3 again. This time, I'm going to do the main story because I've never done it before. It's going to be awesome. So I made my character. I leveled up, a bunch, played the main story, just mainlined the main story all the way through until I was done with it. And then I was like, afterwards, I'll go out and explore and I'll do a different quest line or something. So then they kill off your character, and I'm like, how unsatisfying. Now I'm stuck always almost finishing the game because when you reload, it reloads right before it, And so I was really frustrated. I think I called Nifu and was like venting to him, and he's just like, well, if you get the expansions, then
They patched it or something.
yeah, in the expansions they made it where you don't die at the end, and I was like, oh. How much are those on Steam? It can't be that much. And I look, and I had the Game of the Year edition, but I had none of the expansions turned on. So I was playing the base game when I had every single expansion and DLC they had for it.
That's funny.
So it was a whole new world after that.
yeah.
So just quality-wise, just as an example here, in the main quest in Fallout 3, there's one point where you go into an abandoned facility full of evil robots, and you find a bunch of virtual reality machines that people are hooked up to.
Oh yeah.
You need
I
to
remember
stick
that one.
yourself inside of it, like an idiot. And I remember thinking, why would I do this? Why would I ever do this? This is a terrible idea.
They haven't
Well-
they haven't asked me to do anything stupid, I don't think.
Yeah, has there been any moments like that in the main quest so
No.
far?
There is a moment that is similar but different, but contextually seems to have a narratively supported reason for them doing it.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
Well, you haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess we want to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, it's pretty recent that it just came out. So,
and I just want to point out for people who think that sticking yourself in a virtual reality machine isn't that stupid. This whole thing screamed, "This is a trap.
Yeah.
This is a trap. This is a trap." And then you have to get in, and you wake up, and guess what? It's a trap. The game's
it's
what
not
an
like
idiot.
the situation that happens isn't like that.
That's good.
The situation that I'm talking about isn't like that, but it definitely has a little bit of a. It's trippy.
Well, I felt so far that like that's one of the biggest improvements is like the storytelling just in general seems to be a lot better than usual, and I like tying in the quest to your like settlement in the beginning.
I haven't done many of the settlement quests.
I haven't either. I just like that they tied it in where it's just like, oh yeah. You know, there's more of this quest. Your story out here has more to do than just, you know, your little main story. It actually
It feels less like helping out random people.
Yeah, and more like, you know,
for reasons that aren't really that good if you stop to think about it.
Yeah. Well, unless you play my character who's a crazy person who thinks he's a knight and goes around forcing his own twisted version of justice on everybody in the wasteland. Justice.
I murdered a radio DJ.
The radio DJ is terrible. I miss Three Dog so much.
He's worse than Three Dog?
Three Dog was awesome.
Three Dog was annoying. Now, Mr. New Vegas, there was
I hated Mr. New Vegas. He was too boring and realistic.
I loved him. He was a gentleman. Well, Three Dog's always like, Three Dog, out, yo!
I liked Three Dog.
I'm Three Dog!
This guy is just the starting DJ in 4 is just
starting. It's like you upgraded him.
I did
with bullets.
But no, I just got so fed up with it, and we're on Skype, and he's like, I just found the location of where the radio station is. It's like, do you see the DJ there? And he's like, yeah. Can you kill him? Like, I don't know. Let me save and find out.
Boom. Yep.
He's killable.
So then I spent like 15 minutes trying to find a way to kill him without getting caught because it's a very, very small trailer that he's in. And there really isn't a good spot to hide. So I had to like hide in this corner at the right angle, which weirdly enough wasn't all the way back. You had to be like kind of forward, but not kind of back. But I finally got a shot where he didn't see me and I killed him and he was gone. And he was replaced by this little kid who lived next door.
Which is clever because you can't kill kids. So it's like, you get one shot at this. You can change the person once. I hope you're happy.
I was very happy.
But no, he is really annoying at first.
He's so bad.
He grew on me a bit. They went with somebody who doesn't know anything about radio. He's like...
No, it's not even just that he doesn't know anything about radio. It's that he filters that not knowing anything about radio through this lens of immense self-hatred. And it's not like self-deprecation, it's self-hatred. And it was just like grating to my like identity. And it was just like, go away.
Yeah, he's always, he almost, every once in a while he sounds a little bit like Caboose from Red vs. Blue. But
not entertaining like that.
But running a radio show and like trying to make jokes and then like realizing that they're really dumb jokes and then just kind of like fumbling around with the ending of them and just kind of letting it trail off into just awkwardness. My favorite line, I don't remember exactly what he was talking about. I think he was talking about the Brotherhood of Steel or something and about them moving into the area. And he's all in his normal kind of calm self. And then you hear him kind of like move away from the microphone and he just goes, oh God, we're all gonna die at the top of his lungs in the background. It made me laugh. It's great. It's good stuff.
Good stuff.
So one of the cool new changes in Fallout 4 from the other Fallouts is that power armor isn't just a suit anymore. Now it's like a full-on Iron Man suit.
I never really used power armor in Fallout 3 or New Vegas. Because you had to get, like, the perk for it, you know?
Yeah.
was complicated.
And it was just really rare on top of that.
Yeah, it's like you finally find a suit like 30 hours into playing, and then it's like, sorry, you need a special perk to use it. And I'm like, this thing's heavy. I'm just going to leave it here.
Yeah.
Go on with my life.
And it's neat because I really like how this one works. And they give you one right in the beginning, but you got to have like special batteries to be able to use it. So, and you get about one good adventure for each battery, maybe a little more. They last a while. And I mean, they're not like super, super rare. I have like 5 right now, and I'm not that far into the
Really?
game.
I haven't found a ton of them.
Well, clearly you're not as good at this game as I am.
One of the things that I like that they adjusted with it was in Fallout 4, the way that they updated the conversation system. First of all, your character is voiced.
Yeah, that's nice.
But second of all, when you get into the conversations, while it's optional that you can walk away from the conversations, it turns it almost into how you would expect a conversation bit to happen in like a Witcher game or a Mass Effect game. You know, it just starts focusing on the 2 different characters that are talking, the background blurs out, and like, I don't know, it makes it feel a lot more like
important.
Yeah, and less, stop, you violated the law, zoom in from 5 miles away.
That is still the scariest thing in gaming.
Just every face in that game.
You know,
Yeah.
And there are still some terrifying faces in this game, but that Oblivion just has, hands down,
kind of potato
some
faces.
of the most...
They were in an awkward
What do
time
you
in
got against
Oblivion.
potato faces, Mark?
Yeah.
You racist?
You racist against potato faces?
No, now all I can think
You
of is
potato
like,
faces racist?
you know, like how you can get potato skins, like stuffed potato skins. Now I'm imagining a dish called like potato faces, which are like faces carved out of potato and deep fried with batter.
You're salivating, aren't you?
A little bit. Want to eat face. You know what I think would be hilarious is when you said, yeah, no, you violated the law, zoom in, old Oblivion thing. It would have been funny if there was a game that like had a ridiculous type of guard and a lore reason for it, like these chicken guards, like literal chickens that were everywhere and could see everything. So when they showed up, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a chicken in my face, and he's got a little guard hat. And he's like, you violated the law.
I'm pretty sure that exists in Japan somewhere.
Now you must pay for justice.
Pay-
I've seen footage of it. The graphics look pretty swank.
oh. Maybe I've just been
don't
playing
know.
a lot of The Witcher.
Yeah.
I was going to say they don't look that great. I mean,
It looks like Fallout 3.
It does not. It demonstrably does not, sir. As someone,
Let me clarify what I mean by that. It looks like what I remember Fallout 3 looked like.
Okay, let me put it this way. I have been playing not Fallout 3, but Fallout New Vegas, which I believe uses the same engine.
Yeah.
Quite a lot recently, you know. And I have not been playing games like The Witcher 3 because my computer's not that great. And they don't interest me that much anyway. And I saw some people streaming Fallout 4, and I'm like, oh my goodness. This art style-wise looks just like Fallout 3 in New Vegas, but the graphics are 1,000,000 times better.
I'm looking up some screenshots from Fallout 3 because it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, no, and that's
Like
what I
saw
mean
a
by...
computer, one of those little crunchy computers with the green screen. I'm like, that's the same computer from Fallout 3, but it looks realer.
Reeler.
Well, that's what I mean by... it looks like what I remember Fallout 3 looked like.
I think that's a compliment.
From my
Like, it...
Yeah, Fallout 3 looks more like Oblivion.
Oh, that ghoul is terrifying looking. Wow. Yeah, I guess it does look a lot better.
Yes, it does.
Some of these people are terrifying. I mean, not just, oh my gosh, that's so muddy and gross.
I
Yeah.
know, right? Everything's so crisp and clean in the new Fallout. the dirt looks so great. The smears of rust just vibrantly pop out of the screen.
Yeah, no, I remembered it looking a lot better. So I mean, it's good that they were able to keep that vibe, I guess. Like it
really feels like Fallout 3 in a good way.
Also, in Fallout 3, things looked more plasticky.
But no, I have been playing Witcher 3, and I feel like I've been playing something else that had lots of good graphics.
MGS5.
Yeah.
Can you play Crysis?
Metal Gear Solid 5 for those of you at home. Anyway, but yeah, and it makes this game look not so beautiful. But I mean, not that it looks ugly or anything. I'm never, except when I see some faces, I never am going like, oh, ew, go back to the 90s.
I think the point in the game that faces-wise drew me out of it so quickly that I was thrown off a building and died.
Oh my!
It was during the character creator. There's this part where like it's like showing different expressions that you do or something, and your character smiles, and it just is so awkward and like it just looked so bad.
I still want to be able to play as like any of the different races. Like I want to be able to play as a ghoul.
Gordo can smile.
Hashtag not my Fallout.
You guys need to make a new character with 1 intelligence and then tell me how it's different, because that was always funny in the previous game.
Okay, so one. Well, no, go ahead.
Well, it just was. If you had very low intelligence, people would talk to you differently.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, you should look up on YouTube. There's a video that's like Fallout 3 or New Vegas 1 intelligent, all dialogue, and people will say like, you know, you have to disable the bomb at the center of the facility, right? No, listen, you gotta stop the big boom from going off. Okay, champ?
They altered the leveling system in this game quite a bit.
Yeah.
Really?
And I like it. I mean, it's not that I don't know. As long as a leveling system doesn't get in my way, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I'm making progress, and it's like, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do the other. So you get your base stats, you know, you get to choose where you get to put your 20 some whatever points at the beginning of the game. But then it opens up this tree sort of thing.
This building.
Where you can, so for each level in a skill you get, it unlocks the option to unlock a different perk for that skill. So like there are 10 or 12 or 15 or something perks for each skill.
For each special skill.
For each special skill. And so if you unlocked 6 levels of strength, you could then put points into the first 6 perks under the skill or the strength tree.
This feels like homework.
And then a lot.
And it's pretty simple.
So easy.
They
so
light
nice.
up if you can use them. They don't if you can't.
Yep.
That's really all you need to worry about.
They still have.
Speaking of,
There is one thing that I hate about Fallout. All Fallout, actually, as far as I know. All
including
of them,
1 and 2 in tactics.
No, that's why I said that as far as I know. So 3, this one, and Vegas. Freaking computer hacking. I hate it.
Did they change it?
No, that's why I hate it.
Oh, I always liked the computer hacking, so I'm glad
I
they
hate it
changed
so much.
You don't have to do it.
No, I just type / unlock as long as I have the skill to do it. I don't even bother with it. I hate it so much. I can't even.
Someone doesn't like word puzzles.
No, I am not good at word puzzles.
It reminds me of the game Mastermind that I used to play with my dad.
It is like Mastermind.
I just fundamentally don't get it.
That's just the problem is you haven't get it, and I'm not saying that you need to go out and get it. You can be fine not getting it, but before I got it, I was like, "What is this? Seems random." And then I got it, and how to play it to win, and I'm like, ooh, this is exciting puzzle now. It can't be this one. Ooh, it can't be this one. Could it be this one?
Yeah, and see, I mean, it's just I had played that game growing up, so I was already familiar.
And
with
honestly, what really makes it is that when you're moving your cursor around, it makes little click-clacky noises.
I know, right?
Without that, it wouldn't be nearly as fun.
I mean, at least this makes slightly more sense than you gotta hack the computers by making sure the water follows the pipe from this end to this end.
That's
Well,
way
no, like,
better.
I mean, like, it's not a bad hacking system. Like, you know, it makes sense. The hacking system makes sense. I just hate hacking it.
I get that.
I mean, I like the lock picking because it's pretty much Skyrim lock picking, and I've mastered that years ago. So I've like hardly broken any lock picks.
Well, you know, it's like Fallout 3 discovered that mechanical form of lockpicking, and Bethesda said, it's golden. Don't change a thing. This is lockpicking in all our games now. And the fans said, thank goodness.
Yeah, because like Oblivion sucked. Oblivion's lockpicking sucked.
I never could wrap my mind around
I got
it.
pretty good at it. But it does suck.
I got pretty good at it too. It sucks.
I went for the skeleton's key first thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You pretty much have to. The base building is actually pretty awesome. I mean, you tell me you're gonna put
like
base.
a base, I guess.
So you can actually have multiple bases, which is one of the things that I was actually wanting to talk about earlier, where you were talking about how, you know, you're actually more invested in it. You're only more invested in it if you don't keep following the quest to keep unlocking more settlements. I've heard that some of the people who actually followed that quest through and unlocked like 10 or 12 settlements, you know, you don't care by that point. But at this point, I have like 2 or 3.
Yeah, me too.
And like I have, the first 2 are right next to each other, and then I stumbled across the third one. And so each of these settlements actually is significant to me because I remember the specific instances that I, you know, became the leader of this settlement. But what was the question?
There wasn't. You were trying to make a point, I think.
The base building is actually like, it's a lot of fun. I mean, I would play a game based around the base building. Then again, I like base building. And I mean, it's just a little tiny, like, you know, corner of the game that honestly you could completely skip, but is a lot of fun.
Longtime listeners of the show will remember last week when we talked about how we enjoyed games where you go out and explore and bring resources back to your base and build it up. And it's actually like that.
So it is cool like that, though, where you can go out and get junk and bring it back, and then your settlement's better.
That's the problem, though. Like, problem, I guess, in quotation marks, is, you know, all that junk in Fallout and Oblivion,
like vacuum cleaners,
Skyrim,
and darts. And
yeah. They fill up your inventory very quickly.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, well, actually, maybe not mine, but maybe that's because I have a higher strength or whatever than you.
I have like 315 pounds I can carry right now.
Oh.
Or is it 350?
How much do you carry when you leave? Like, how much does your character weigh when you leave?
Like 115.
Oh, that's why. I weigh 60 when I leave.
Yeah, I have a lot of armor and stuff that I'm carrying.
Me too. I don't carry it.
Well, I mean, carry is in on my body.
Squire, attend to me.
No, and that's the thing about like companions that's so nice is because it's like, oh, my inventory's full. I'm going to dump all my stuff on you.
Yeah. My companion was for a while carrying 2 flamers, 2 miniguns, 2 missile launchers, and like 37 missiles.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just imagining like a Monty Python, like Squire bent over backwards with missiles on his back. Yes, my lord. Excellent shot, my lord. Oh, you're picking up a motorcycle engine. Yes, they will appreciate that.
The fully upgraded perk for the for carrying stuff lets you fast travel while over encumbered.
Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose? Isn't that basically saying encumbrance doesn't matter anymore?
You
win?
Well, no, because
You
you
win.
still can't walk fast. Your walk speed drops dramatically. You can still run using action points, but you've got a limited amount of action points. So you have to accept inching along through the entire wasteland.
There's got to be a fast travel point close to a place where you can drop your junk.
One thing that I have found annoying with this game is the lack of explanation for basic fundamental principles. Like, for example, they don't tell you how to get into VATS mode. They don't tell you after they force you
really
into the
don't.
power armor how to get out of the power armor. They don't tell you how to put down your weapon. They don't tell you how to do a lot of things that are very
it's true.
important. Another thing that I have not enjoyed about this game is, I don't know, at least from my remembrance of playing Fallout 3, I remember the song library being larger.
No, it was smaller.
It was small? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was actually smaller.
Well, so in this one, it just feels so small. And then they reuse a bunch of songs from Fallout 3. And I mean, I get that. One, they've already likely paid the licensing fees for them, so they don't need to pay it again, so it's just extra songs. But it doesn't feel like they added much more. And, like, with how many hours they expect you to sink into a game like this, you need more than 10 songs. Once you listen to that radio station for an hour, and two things happen. One, you want to plug your ears and never listen to that radio station again because the DJ sucks. And two, you don't want to listen to it anymore because you heard the songs at least twice already.
Question.
There are 65 songs, apparently.
There is no way there are 65 songs in that game.
But there are. He just said so. Duh. But seriously, I was going to ask you.
Oh, that might be
question.
something else. Hold on.
I mean, because there's like classical music too, but
Yeah, I think that was counting everything.
Not a joke. If they had a DLC that was just like 30 more songs for the main radio station for like $5, would you buy it?
I don't think I could. Or if I bought
Like,
the
you could
DLC,
justify that?
No, I mean, if I bought the DLC, I don't know if it would apply to my game because I'm using Steam Family Sharing.
Assume it would.
Okay.
Just assume it would. Like, would that be DLC you would consider
I
worth
would.
buying?
I would.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, there
I mean,
are,
the thing is, I don't really. I mean, Fallout isn't my series, and I don't know. I don't know if I would. I know that I will. All I'll say is that the amount of songs that are available on that channel are decreasing my interest in listening to that channel.
There are 39 songs on the channel.
There is no way.
No, I just read every single name of every song on the channel and counted them.
Can you name off the silliest sounding songs?
Oh, there's some good ones.
I don't want to leave the Congo.
Oh, I love all these songs. Atom Bomb Baby.
But you would definitely go for that, huh, Zam?
Oh yeah.
Well, you are gonna play like
Actually, no. This
probably
this one-
150 hours on this game.
This one has a terrible name. He's a demon. He's a devil. He's a doll. That is a very long title.
I thought it was going to be something horribly racist. Oh, this is a terrible title.
They got rid of Butcher Pete though, and they
No,
put
they
in
didn't.
Butcher Pete Part 2.
Oh.
But Butcher Pete 1 isn't in it.
Okay. Yeah, because I remember hearing Butcher Pete, but apparently,
Butch Pete.
yeah. Meh.
In Fallout 3, I always did the quest to get the classical station.
You get the classical
That's-
station right off the bat.
Oh, that's nice. Because I don't know, I like listening to the violin. But
Very
I
soothing.
always hated the quest to do it because you got to go in this vault full of Mirelurk Kings and it's creepy. And violin, creepy. All right, I'll go. Now, I was playing through New Vegas a little while ago with my wife. She likes to watch me play games. Because unlike Let's Players, she can yell at me and tell me what to do. Seriously, she watches several Let's Players, and I can hear her yelling at them, "Stop doing that, you idiot!" So she's happy that I can actually hear her. I'm like, "Oh, so you want to listen to the radio?" And she's like, "No radio." I'm like, "No radio? But classic songs." She's like, "I don't like those songs." Oh, okay. No radio, I guess.
I gotta rock.
It's weird how Fallout will make you listen and even enjoy songs that you would have no reason to ever seek out in real life.
Yeah, it is true. I really like some of the Fallout songs though.
I don't, dude. Okay, so I
That's
was
not
looking,
in it either.
No, I was sorry, I interrupted you.
I don't actually like that "Set the World on Fire" song all that much. It's a bit
Well,
too slow.
the joke that it wasn't a joke. I was gonna say that. So I read a couple reviews for Fallout 4, and at least 2 of them. I mean, I don't know how many others there were, but at least 2 of them referenced that song. One of them said, "Fallout 4 sets the world on fire." The other one says, "Fallout 4 doesn't set the world on fire, but it may set a tiny flame in your heart," or whatever.
They saw the
like-
opportunity. They jumped on it.
Yes, they did.
What's there was a big hype about it being fully voice acted. Is it a deal at all? Does it seem like a big deal?
It's voice acted.
Wait,
I mean, and
yeah,
it's
I mean,
fairly
the
well
main-
voice acted.
and the player character's voice too.
Yeah.
Have you tried out male and female?
Yeah,
I've-
he's a girl, I'm a guy.
You got the full experience then.
I don't know about the girl, obviously, but the guy's actually a pretty decent voice actor.
Yeah, no. Okay, so one thing though that's not their fault, like the voice actor's fault necessarily, but just simply the limitations of this kind of a game. It's always kind of jarring when immediately after something traumatic happens, you have a conversation and everybody's just chill and okay. And it's like, okay, there's no way when they were recording the voices that they would, one, either have the time and resources or with that time or resource or lack of time. There's no way they would have recorded it like
The
for
way you
every
want.
single reaction.
It's like hour 16 in the voice acting booth.
It's the same
Oh
line.
no. Oh, that was terrible. Can I take a break? No, we only have the studio for one day.
So that's kind of jarring. But other than that, I mean, and again, that's more of an issue with the game design as like an open worldy type situation like this than the voice acting.
So the voice acting and the dialogue wheel, who wore it better, Fallout 4 or Mass Effect?
Holy cats, it's been so long since I've played Mass Effect. The thing is, I'm thinking about the
Any Mass
SWTOR dialogue wheel.
I can't remember it either.
Well, one of the things that bothered me in the Mass Effect games is where you'd pick an option and it'd say something and then your character would say something completely different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Does that happen much?
The only one where that kind of happened. Okay, so sometimes if the thing that you're saying is short enough, it'll write the whole thing there. If it's longer, it'll just put a couple words summary like sarcastic or I don't understand.
Well, that can be a bit better because it's harder to mess that up. I think the biggest noticeable part was in Mass Effect 2. I don't think we need spoilers for it. I don't think anyone cares. Mass Effect 2.
Mass Effect 2 spoilers.
It happens at the beginning of the game, but it's where you go to the council and they're like, "Why are you working for Cerberus?" And there's an option that says, "I don't want to work for Cerberus." And you click on it and you say, "I'm only working for Cerberus because they helped me out." It's like, no, say you're not working for Cerberus.
I do remember that. That's exactly what happened to me.
Come on.
No, and that is one of the only reasons that I will like save scum in a Telltale game is like when the thing that I think that is supposed to be said isn't what comes out of my character's mouth.
Sam will remember that. The only other thing
Yeah.
I gotta say is maybe if we wanted to, no, it'd be too off subject to talk about Activision Buying King Studios, even though I think it's ridiculous, they paid more for King than Disney paid for Star Wars.
I know, right?
Candy Crush is not worth more than Star Wars.
Candy Crush is worth nothing. They should just burn
It
it.
makes like $1 million a day. For $6 billion, it'll take them 15 years to recoup their losses, and it's not going to make that much money for 16 years. You could make 59 Star Wars: The Old Republics for the cost of what they paid for King Studios.
Holy crap.
59 of them.
On that incredibly sobering and depressing note, we have come to the end of episode 54 of Cooldown Timer. I'm Nifu. The other hosts here are Mark and Zam. And you can hear other episodes where we talk about things such as games that don't exist, games that just came out, and games that will come out in the near future. You can do that at our website, cooldownttimer.com. We also have a Facebook page where things get posted to. Facebook.com
As they do.
Facebook.com/cooldownttimerpodcast. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's all we have for. Oh, we haven't done the question of the week in a while. Zam, what is your question of the week for this week?
Question of the week is, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too?
Well, we gotta add some context here. I mean, is this bridge
You
a
sprung this on
regular
me.
place that
This is
gets
something that
jumped
moms
off
say
of?
to their kids.
Fallout 4,
when
and
the
if
kids wanna
so,
do
what's
things.
the fall damage like in this game?
It depends on if you're wearing power armor or not. Because
Exactly.
the power armor gets rid of all fall damage.
Suffice to say, your question sucked.
Yeah.
See you later, everybody. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was interesting.
Cool down timer, yeah.